am your host. Monday 1, I'm going to tell you, if you do not know this, it's called Motivation Monday. 3, 2, 1. Zach, I'm the Chief Innovation Officer for Motivating the Movement, but you knew that already. What motivates you? 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another edition of Motivation Monday. I'm your host, Zach. I am the Chief Innovation Officer for Motivate Me the Movement, but you knew that already. Today is a very special episode of Motivation Monday. I am here with my boy, Tyler Matthews. He is the founder and co-owner, you're the only owner of Fast Phenom Basketball and Training Fitness. Tyler, thanks for coming on the show today, man.
No doubt, man. Thanks for having me, Zach.
No problem, man.
Appreciate it.
For those of you who don't know, we've been trying for the longest to get Tyler and myself into a program. Motivate Me needed to collab with Fast Phenom in some kind of way. But then I realized I got Motivation Monday, so let me bring my boy on to share with him, with his thoughts with you guys, you know. So this is the perfect opportunity to introduce you guys to Tyler. And with that being said, Tyler, all of my guests get the same question. Now, it's time for you to answer that question. What drives Tyler Matthews?
So there's a couple things that motivate me. I'd say the biggest thing is probably me getting hurt as a basketball player. So my senior year of high school, I got hurt with a couple games left. That kind of sidelined my college dreams for then. And then I started training players, and I slowly but surely would just see the improvement, and then night after night I would research videos on YouTube, basketball drills, basketball training, started buying programs from the top trainers in the world. And then as the kids started to improve, I got more addicted to their improvement more than I ever was mine as a player. So just getting kids to know that they're training properly on the basketball court and in the weight room motivates me a lot. My parents have been a huge motivation for me ever since I was real young. They just held me to a high standard with grades in school, keeping my room clean, little details like that, but that really add up to the big picture of being organized and disciplined enough to be successful. And then competition motivates me a lot. So I'm really competitive. I know some people say everything's not a competition, but I take stuff as a competition, right, even if it's not. So right. Like the definition of compete is to conspire against one another to make each other better, right? So like even when two basketball teams play against each other, they are competing for one of them to try to win, but at the end of the day, if two really good teams play against each other, it's going to make one of them better. So if I hold myself to a high standard and I compete against other people, whether it's other trainers or just people in general, to see who can be the best person, then it's just going to make everybody better in the long run.
That's cool, man. Natural born competitor right there. But I would like to take a second to speak on the character and the drive of this man. He's only 20 years old and he's already owned his own business right now. He took the time and he invested in himself. That's something that a lot of people don't realize about life is you have to invest in yourself before you can invest in others and before others can invest in you. And Tyler took the time and the financial means to invest in himself and dedicate a year of his time to go learn from the best in the world, and Michael Lancaster and I Am Possible, right?
Yes, sir.
I Am Possible?
Yes, sir.
And, you know, so he took that time, he invested in himself, he had a dream, and he made it happen for himself, and he did exactly what it took to make it happen. And now he's back here. He used everything that he learned up there in Michigan, and he brought it here. Now he's got his own facility. He owns it. He runs it. He's making adjustments to it. He's fixing it up how he likes, and he's living the dream right now. And this is only the very beginning of what's next for him. And as his friend, and you know, going to high school with him and knowing him as long as I have, it just makes me want to be better. It drives me to continue to do what I love to do and take it to another level. And like you said, compete and just keep on going and get better daily. And it's just so cool when you get to be surrounded by so many talented people and just amazing individuals that have a dream and they're not afraid to tell other people no in order to achieve their dreams, because everybody's got this vision of what you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be, right?
Facts.
And they don't take into account exactly who you want to be and your dreams. And you know, he said yes to his own dreams and he made it a reality. So Tyler, with that being said, man, you got any words of inspiration for the people watching?
Yeah, so you actually just made something click in my head about how you said people have this dream, or what'd you say again, about supposed to be?
How people can perceive you and what they think you're supposed to be.
Exactly, yeah. So there's a quote, and it's a little bit weird, and you kind of got to think about it for a second, but there's a quote that says, "I'm not what I think I am. I'm not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am." Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
So you kind of got to sit there and think about it, but what happens is in society, people almost get placed into a box or a bubble, or get programmed to think what they're supposed to be. So people say it all the time, the rich people stay rich for a reason, the poor people stay poor for a reason, and that's programming. So when you're born, whether you have rich parents or poor parents, that's all you know. So if you're around money all the time, you see your dad driving a nice car, you go out to eat, he's not worried about the bill, all this stuff, then you've never known anything else, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So same thing if you're broke. If your parents only get a check on the whatever 5th of the month, and you guys run out of food on the 22nd, and you're waiting until the 5th again, then you've known that, you know what I mean? So what happens is you get programmed to think that that's how things should be, or that's the way things are going to be. But if you can break that programming, and even without really seeing the future, you gotta be able to believe that there is something better out there for you. Break that programming, and then just work continuously daily to make that better thing for yourself.
Yeah. Wise words of wisdom from Tyler Matthews. Tyler, thanks for coming on the show today, man. I really appreciate you joining me in this segment and taking the time out to stop your training to record this with me a little bit. But
anytime. Anytime.
Hey, and anybody out there that wants to get basketball or fitness training, hit my boy up, man. Owner of Fast Phenom. You can follow him on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll drop all his links below. It's in Rockledge, Florida. Come and learn from the best in the world, man. Tyler, thanks for coming on, bro.
No doubt. Anytime. Thank you, guys. Stay motivated.
So with that being said, that about wraps it up for this episode. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment and share till your arms fall off. But besides that, we hope you have a fantastic week. God bless.